Welcome back to the show. You will recognize our next guest, Patrick Gallagher, from hit shows like Glee, the movies, and Night at the Museum. And he's here now on our couch to tell us why he's back in his home province.
How you guys doing?
Hey,
awesome.
good.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, before we jump into why you're here officially, we were looking at your IMDb, your experience. I think your IMDb is about, what, 27 pages long?
Yeah, about 30 pages.
Long, yeah.
You've done a lot of stuff.
Been lucky.
Most recently, Longmire, that's going to be coming out soon. Is that kind of the
It's
most recent?
streaming on Netflix now, so
Right.
I don't know whether it streams up here as well. It's interesting now because you don't have to wait for, one episode to come out. The whole thing is out. So
Yeah.
I think
Which is dangerous.
The beauty of Netflix.
Yeah.
So we might have to do a marathon and catch you online.
Yeah, because I'm not going to tell you which episode, so you watch the whole thing.
Excellent. I saw
Yeah,
that on
that
Facebook.
makes sense.
So you've got Lou and Diamond Phillips is in Longmire.
Yes,
But you are
very
used to
nice
working.
guy.
Yeah, is he a nice guy?
Incredibly
Such
nice.
a
They
crush on
were
him.
all really nice in that show.
Yeah. Well, you're used to working with big names, Ben Stiller, the late, great Robin Williams.
Oh, yeah.
Was it ever intimidating, sort of that first table read or first day on set?
I remember the first time I did it, it was. I remember sitting there going, freaking Ben Stiller, you guys. And they're like, there was a scene in the magic scene. I remember they just kept adding more stuff, and I was making the language, and they said, you're going to do magic with Ben. I said, okay, what am I going to do? He says, don't worry about it. He'll just improv it. I'm thinking, are you crazy?
Wow.
I was like, yeah, no problem. But I still get a little bit starstruck. I still respect a lot of them.
Right.
I actually got really starstruck with Dick Van Dyke. I literally did that stupid, hey, you're Dick Van Dyke, and he said I had been for 77 years. But
Still got it, eh?
But now I've gotten kind of used to it. I mean, what I like about it is generally they just become actor to actor.
Yes.
And that's the ones that I really like working with the most. Because when it comes to action and cut, it's just two actors working.
Yes, and you're a big
it's
deal
still
now
kinda
too,
cool.
so
Yeah.
there you go.
I was going to say, sometimes...
Only in
someone's-
my own mind and in my mother's mind.
That's, hey, me and you both, we have something in common.
Yeah.
Someone's going to say, hey, look, I'm working with Patrick Gallagher.
Yeah, that's right.
I'm intimidated.
Yeah,
You
me
have
too.
A lot of experience. Now, you refer to yourself sometimes as a chameleon, is that correct?
Yeah.
You've done so many different roles,
Yeah,
different, Attila the Hun to the...
I've it's funny because I'm up here partially I'm up here for my niece's sixth birthday. Happy birthday, Maxie.
Yay.
Happy birthday, sorry I didn't send a card.
Yeah, that's why I look so tired because she didn't let me get any sleep.
You're sharing a bunk bed with her?
Yeah, I'm on the bottom bunk with my 6-year-old niece. So
It's going to be rough.
That keeps you grounded, though.
Yeah.
it does because she doesn't really care who I am.
Right.
Yeah.
She just wants shoulder rides, which are ending because I'm getting old.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've been really fortunate to play a lot of, it's funny being a mixed race actor because I was talking to Jeff about it for me, a lot of it comes down to not who I am, but what I look like. I have cultural things that my mother's Chinese, my father's Irish, so I'm Chirish. So culturally, and my sensibilities are all Canadian. But I've played a lot of quote unquote white characters. Attila the Hun, we don't know whether he was Asian or Hungarian.
Right.
It was probably should have been Genghis Khan, but I don't write the things. And so yeah, it's been kind of fascinating. In Longmire, I played a Native American, and I made a point of saying, I'm not, which they understood.
Right.
So it's an interesting place to be sometimes. It's ironically the ones I feel the most nervous about whether I can pull off is actually full Asians, to be honest with you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I look that Asian anymore.
Have you ever played a Chirish?
There's no roles for
There's
Chirish.
no... Okay, that's not...
What?
I don't know why not.
One day.
These gray hairs used to be red.
Wow.
I'm not far behind you there.
Well, it's a good thing there are things like Hapa-palooza, which is
Yeah,
a
which is great.
festival celebrating mixed heritage, and that's also why you're in town.
Yeah.
You have a famous sister as well. I know Margaret
do.
Gallagher from the CDC.
Yeah.
I did not know that that's your sister.
That's my sister, and I'll always be her little brother in this town. She knows everybody.
She does.
And she was always that woman, she was always the person that got the really cool apartment. And I was always like the second one. I always had crappy apartments. I don't know how she did it. She had some really cool apartments in this town. But yeah, so she's my sister. And she married Omar, who's Lebanese, so Maxine is also mixed.
Ooh, yeah.
I think at some point, that almost going to not be a distinction, I think.
Yeah.
Which is probably how it should be.
For sure.
I think it'll be how people identify themselves, and that's an individual thing. But
At some point in a couple hundred years, we're all going to be the same. Everything's going to mix together.
it'll be like television. Is it new media or is it Netflix?
That's right.
Well, you're ahead of the game right there on Netflix
There
yourself.
you go.
Yeah.
And that's what makes the world a beautiful place.
That's true.
Thanks for being here. Thanks for sharing. I hope you get some sleep tonight, and I promise not to ask for any shoulder rides after
Okay.
we're done
okay.
here.
I'm pretty good at them. I do give them.
Maybe I will then. Hapa-palooza is running until September 20th, and if you want more information, you go to hapa-palooza.com. We'll be right back after the break.